If people in your team or organisation talk about IT and the business as if they're two separate things, that could be a sign that you've got a cultural problem in your organisation. For years, companies treated IT, or as I prefer to call it, technology, as a separate entity, and that's damaging for your technology function. It existed to serve the real business. But here's the truth. In the modern world, in many organisations, technology is the business. A business that isn't entirely dependent on technology in order to be able to trade will be very difficult to find nowadays. And yet in many businesses, technology is still seen as a supplier to the rest of the business. Technology is no longer just about fixing computers, maintaining servers and writing software. Today it's about driving strategy, bringing innovation and improving customer experience. When companies seek to separate IT from the business, here's what happens. Tech leaders get left out of key decisions. Instead of shaping the strategy, technology ends up reacting to change rather than driving it. Other functions make key decisions and then expect technology to step in and make it happen. This can lead to friction, resentment, inefficiency, delays, and the delivery of the wrong things for the business. That doesn't help anybody. Siloed thinking means that you don't get a rounded answer to a question. It's better to have every function represented at the top table to make key decisions. Instead of leveraging technology for growth, it ends up being treated like an internal service provider, a bit of a utility if you like. But the best companies don't separate IT or technology from the business. They have one team with one set of goals. Instead of saying IT and the business, I prefer to be more specific. Yes, I'll talk about technology, but I'll also talk about commercial stakeholders, operational stakeholders, finance stakeholders, HR stakeholders, and so on. I don't lump them all together as the business. Each of those individual stakeholder groups will have their own needs and wants, their own view of the business's priorities, and their own contribution to make to the discussion. Why leave technology out of that? You'll have the most rounded conversation if all of those functions, including technology, is represented at the top table. Technology leaders should be in the boardroom, not just the server room. If you agree, subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below.